let me read you this because this is from you. This is like an out of ordinary thing here. So this guy says, "My name is Jason Reese.
Right.
I'm 41 years old and a recent mid-career graduate of Harvard's Kennedy School of Government, which I enrolled after serving for years here on Capitol Hill, most recently as chief of staff to several members of Congress." So anyways, the guy, what he does, his name is Jason Reese, Washington, D.C. What he does is he collects like letters from famous people, right? I guess he's got one from Mandela.
Mm-hmm.
He actually sent me a copy, one that Rosa Parks sent him. I'm going to read it in a minute.
That Vegas Dave, that guy that sells picks for like $1,000. You know, he's like the sports handicapper guy that sells picks and everything. He sells, but his whole package would be like $900, and like you'll get, like tells you who to bet. Like you bet 3,000 this game, whatever. But he blew up the market. He started collecting and started blowing up the market.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. All right, go ahead.
Who would you?
So anyway, this guy sends me this letter from Rosa Parks. Okay, and this is what he does for a living. He collects letters from famous people. And so this is dated August 4th, 1994. In response to your questions, I was evicted from the bus in 1943 by the driver because I would not get off the bus, and I go to the back to re-enter the bus. I was arrested on the bus December 1st, 1955 because I would not stand for a white male passenger to take my seat.
Wait, who's this letter from?
Rosa Parks.
Oh, it's from Rosa Parks. Okay.
Right. To this guy, John Reese.
Okay.
Because I would not stand for a white male passenger to take my seat. The passenger did not demand the seat. The driver did not want to see a white man standing. Both incidents were initiated by the same driver. I worked with Mr. E.D. Nixon and Reverend Ralph Abernathy before Reverend M.L. King Jr. came to Montgomery, Alabama. Thank you for your kind letter. Please excuse me my late response, Sincerely Rosa Parks, and then she puts P.S. I was very humiliated and offended by both experiences. The first went almost unnoticed. The second brought on the boycott of the Montgomery buses for 387 days and the beginning of the modern civil rights moment. So this guy gets letters from like Rosa Parks, Mother Teresa, Mandela, and then he asks me to write him a letter, okay, telling him what it felt like when W First won the first U.S. heavyweight title and the Mexican title. Like, really, dude? Like, that's really interesting to you? That's really important to you? That reminds me of like the CM Punk scrub when Meltzer goes, "Hey, how's your foot?" Remember?
Right. So this guy's literally asking you how you feel about getting booked to win a scripted title.
Right.
How did that make you
comparing
feel?
that to Rosa Parks.
Compare that to how Rosa Parks felt. Or she got just kicked off the bus.
So, John, any of those things, you can join our Patreon, KONNAN.me, and I will answer it on the mailbag. Yo, what up? This is Konnan, and I host Keeping It 100, my co-host, Disco Inferno, unfortunately.
Well, I'd say you're my co-host.
Listen, every Thursday here on Spreaker, we talk pro wrestling, sports, movies, music, TV, pop culture, and some politics. It's everything the rest of the pro wrestling podcasts are not.
Tune in to hear myself, the superior one, educate and inform.
Tune in to hear me bury Disco.
That's very disrespectful.
Join us every Thursday on Spreaker and keep it 100. Boom!